Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sydney and this is the Pleasant Street Farmhouse. Today I've got a makeup video for you. This is going to be just a basic makeup tutorial. The most important thing about this tutorial is to show you how to apply the makeup and what techniques to use to make it look seamless and snatched. So let's just hop on in to the makeup. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is before you put on makeup. It's so important to moisturize your face. My favorites is the Aveeno Positively Radiant. This is just a daily moisturizer, but it comes with SPF in it, so it's going to protect your skin. It's only SPF 15, but to have a good protectant on your skin is super important. So I just kind of give it a minute to set in, let the heat from my face really kind of work with it. And that looks good. My absolute favorite, hands down, my favorite eyebrow pencil is the e.l.f. And y'all, this is like maybe $1, maybe a couple dollars, I don't know. But this eyebrow pencil works really well. When you're looking at the cost of everything, this is a great pencil to use and it's super easy to use. So when we talk about our eyebrows, you want to just follow a natural curve. You don't want to put the arch in any weird placement. You want it to look natural. That's what this makeup look is. It's just to look natural, just a little bit more polished. Let's identify just a few more things before we get started. Now, the start of your brow starts here, and the end of your brow is going to just come out right here. We're gonna go in, and I'm going to try and show you guys how I do this. I've brushed up my brow, because that's where your hairs will naturally want to fall. And then I'm gonna start right at the tip where it's supposed to start here. And I'm using the lightest touch. You don't want this to look like you took a Crayola to your eyebrow. You want it to look like hair. So very light pressure, short strokes. Don't do like a full-on like line. That ain't, it's just not gonna look good. So you wanna just do really short brush strokes, starting at the base, at the bottom of your brow. And you're really just tinting in the brow that you already have. And I'm using light pressure again and little tiny brush strokes. Okay. So the brows are done. Again, there's not a huge difference. It's just very subtle, but filled in. They look on point. So now let's get into foundation. One of my favorite foundations, this is drugstore, is the Physicians Formula. This foundation, it's a healthy foundation. It has 20 SPF in it. So again, in combination with our moisturizer, we're building up protection on our skin. Brightening complex for all skin types. This is my favorite foundation. And again, I have tried high-end, drugstore, everything in between, and I still go back to this product. You can get this at Target, CVS, Walgreens. So when I do this, I prefer to use a sponge, and this is the e.l.f. sponge. The reason I love this, and I've tried the Real Techniques, I've tried some other off-brands, the e.l.f. is still my favorite. It's extremely affordable, and it's extremely squishy. I mean, it's really, it gives a lot, and that's what you want. Also, little fact, you need to wet your sponge. You know, you get your sponge and it's hard, and it doesn't have a lot of give to it. So you run it under warm water, really squeeze it out, wring it out, and put the moisture in there. And when you're done, it should be just this super soft material. So this is what you want your sponge to look like. I'm squeezing this, but no water is coming out. So you want it to be wet, but you don't want any water to come out, because then that means it's too wet. So I apply just to my neck. And I am almost out of this. Ooh. And then I'm going to apply some to my face here. Apply a little to the forehead. I don't like to apply a lot because, again, I want my natural skin to be able to come through and shine. So, there we go. So now we're gonna go into our concealer. What I'm gonna use today is the Maybelline Age Rewind. So I've used quite a bit of both of these. I have two. That's another tip. If you're not sure, get two. Oh my gosh. I go in with just a little bit of this. Tiny amount. Barely putting any pressure on this. And I'm just putting a little bit there to kind of neutralize those dark circles under my eyes. Then I will go in with my shade that's only one shade lighter than my foundation. And again, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I will put some here on my nose and on my chin. So start down here and then slowly blend up. And make sure you get in this corner, because that corner, can you guys see how dark that is right there? That can get missed, and you'll see that. You know, you really want to pack it in, not pack it in, bad use of terms here. You really want to get it in there. So I'm going to use my blender, and again, I'm just pouncing that into the skin. And I actually like bring it up my cheekbone right here. My concealer and foundation. Again, we've now made everything look just flawless as far as your complexion and getting rid of any dark circles or redness or anything like that. So now we want to set that. My favorite setting powder is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is a loose, translucent setting powder. Again, super affordable. And again, very comparable to high-end. My high-end favorite setting powder is my Fenty Beauty, because girl, I love Rihanna. Duh. But no, this is the Fenty Beauty Banana Powder Pro Filter, and oh my god, I love this product. This is so good. But my Wet n Wild is equally comparable for literally a fraction of the cost. So I'm just going to use my finger and pounce out any creases. And then I'm going to take my setting powder, I dipped it in here, I'm going to tap off the loose powder, and then I'm going to just press this onto my eyelid. So we're all set there. We've got our setting powder done. We're locked in. Got our brows done. This is a very basic look. Anybody can do this. Super easy. We're not going to do anything super complicated. I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is from Morphe Jaclyn Hill. And when you do your makeup, as a beginner, you need two brushes. So the first one is a flat brush. It's flat. And then the second one is a fluffy brush. So there's got some fluff to it. I'm going in with the color Poof right here. And it's just a basic tan color. I'm putting my brush on both sides there. And then tap it off. So you tap off the extra. And then you're going to put this just on the lid. So not to where your eye creases, just on the lid. And that's just going to give you a nice soft base. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure. And it's just going to create a soft brighter base to your eye. So then I'm going to go in, for me, because I have a darker skin tone, I'm going in with this darker one here. Now this is a very good color as well. That is Shh. I'm going in with Mojo just because I do have a darker skin tone. I want just a little bit more contrast. I want to show you guys something. Look, okay, so here's the color right here. I am just like barely tapping that in this is called a pan. I'm barely tapping that brush in the pan, and I'm tapping it off. And I'm gonna go super light just on this outer part of my eye and in the crease. But I'm not staying in the crease. I'm kind of gonna blend it out, and it's gonna give you this blurred look. So very light. Can you guys see that already? See that look? So it's very, very light. Now, here's the other thing. I don't wanna stay right here. This is gonna make my eye look very narrow and small. I'm going to think about if I had the like most amazing cat eyes, my eye would naturally continue to go out this way, right? And then my brow is going to continue to go out this way. And what that's going to do is create a V right here, right? So you kind of want to do that with your makeup. Bring it out to that corner where that corner would naturally meet. That's your natural corner, right? So I'm just going to continue to bring this out just so slight, and I'm going really light into the crease. I'm not applying a lot of pressure. It's on my outer third part of my eyelid, so right here, bringing that imaginary line. Don't bring that shadow down past that imaginary line. You really just want to imagine that line going right like that, and that's where you want to bring it. And I'm just adding a little bit at a time, nothing too crazy. And I'm really blending that out. And that's just gonna add a nice contrast. I'm also bringing it up just a little bit too, to make the eye appear just a little bit bigger. You guys see that? See how it adds just that shadow right there? It's not as stark as that. It just adds a little bit of depth. Nothing too crazy. So if I wanted to do like a dark nighttime smoky eye, I would just keep building this up. Maybe put a little black in there on the outer corner. But I'm just doing a really easy look. And that's it. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And then what you can do, if you really want to, you can go in with a short bristled, this one is actually not even as short as I normally go, but this is a really short bristled brush, and it's flat, and you can use this to smudge and underline. Smudge like an eyeliner kind of look. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go in right here, light pressure, and bring that underneath to add the appearance of a soft eyeliner. I usually prefer this method actually over using like eyeliner on my lower lash line, because I think it gives it such a prettier, softer, blown out look. Sometimes that like, it just looks really harsh sometimes. And if you're going for that look, that's fine. I've done that. But for a softer look, use the powder. And you can do the same. You can use powder on your upper lid. Sometimes I'll do it just because, guys. So I'm just going to take a little bit and just put it on the outer corner as close to the lash line as possible. And see, it just, so good. So good. Just, it's so good, you guys. Okay, moving right along. Quite honestly, it does take me a hot minute to do my makeup, but that's okay because I enjoy it. All right, so I'm gonna save my lashes for last. So now we have our just very subtle eye makeup look done, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. And my favorite bronzer is the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in the color 300. Again, this is the darkest shade. So I'm gonna go in with my angled brush into my pan. I always tap off the extra, and I start on my forehead in my hairline. So that's something too. You wanna really kind of bring this into your hairline so it looks as natural as possible. And I'm going really light in circular motions on my hairline, and I'm just gonna build that up. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bronze half my face so you can see the difference. So another thing too is think about, can y'all see the difference already? Am I crazy? Is it there? Think about the 3. You wanna do a 3, right? So you come here, come down, and on your jawline, a 3 on both sides. I'm gonna just do bronze half my face so you guys can kind of see. Again, I went back into my pan, tap off the extra. I'm going so light. Don't press, don't do that. Just really light, like I'm barely changing the shape of the bristles, and it'll work. I promise you. I promise you. So I'm gonna pull my hair back, and this is, now find where your natural cheekbone is, and you wanna go the natural line of your cheek. That's where you want the bottom part of the bronzer, and then you want it to come up. You don't wanna put your bronzer here and have it come down. So think, like, you can kind of see my natural shadow here, and if I smile, you can see that. I'm gonna put the base of my bronzer here, but blend it up. Okay, and that's gonna give you a really nice lifted line, cheekbone area. So again, I'm just going really softly, and I'm not bringing it all the way forward. I'm just kind of bringing it to like maybe half, maybe a little further forward, but not crazy. And I'm just going in circular motions, and I'm not going below that line. See how it's naturally making that line? So circular motions, blend up. That's gonna give you the best look. And I'm really working it in there. I'm not, you know, I'm taking my time and really working it in there. Oh my God, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Right? Right? Okay. So then I just get so excited with bronzer. It makes me so happy. And then I'm gonna put it on my ear. That might sound silly, but bring it back to the jawline. And again, I'm going really soft down the jawline. And then I'm gonna blend it down so it all looks cohesive. You see how this side just looks, it's very subtle, but it's lifted. It's got just enough contour to give you just kind of that nice sun-kissed glow, and this side just looks basic. It looks like there's no color, lackluster, sun-kissed. So we're gonna do the other side, and again, less is more. You can always go back and add more. It is not impossible, but it's hard to take away once you've already added the makeup. Again, I'm doing the same 3 shape over here in the hairline, finding that natural line and not going below it, and not coming all the way forward. I'm really just focusing like on this section right here. We're gonna go ahead and add some blush to this, and blush can be scary for some people. It's fine, I promise. Just go in soft with it. Again, less is more. You can always build it up. Just go in really soft, but adding a natural pink back to the skin is just gonna make your skin look natural and yummy, okay? So there's lots of different ways you can go about doing blush. One of my favorite blushes, the Milani Baked Blush. This blush is 05 Luminoso, and this is one of the most beautiful baked blushes out there. Can you guys see that natural shift to it? It's just dang pretty. It's just dang pretty. I'm just gonna pounce in the pan again here and pick up some, dust it off, and then here's the thing. You don't want to just put it on your cheeks because that's going to make you look like a clown. You need to bring it up. So bring up the blush. You're kind of swooping it on top of the bronzer. But it just adds that nice pink. Can you see? It's very subtle, but it adds a pink glow, which gives you that natural, it's just such a good blush. I love this blush. Same thing, can you see the difference? Is the camera picking that up? It is in my screen here, and it just adds, can you see that kiss look? That like nice glisten, right? Y'all, this is such a good blush. And it adds just the right amount of pink back to the skin. Okay, so our blush is done. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes really quickly. Something that I have been doing lately is priming my eyelashes. I don't really have long eyelashes. Like, I was not blessed with that. So I use a primer, and it just kind of helps the eyelashes look a little bit better. This is a L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And I'm just going to put a coat. Okay. Ooh, that's a look. And then I'm gonna go in with, I've really been enjoying this, what brand is this? This L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. It's the one with the weird little thingamabobber, but it really works. I like it because it has a really separating formula, so it really kind of separates all your lashes. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put 3 coats on. Alright guys, so this is where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a step back and look and see, you know, if there's anything I want to add to this. This is just a really basic, soft, nice look. I'm feeling like I want to add just a hair more bronzer. You can always get in trouble going back to the bronzer pan, but I'm going to do it. Just a little bit. I'm just feeling like I just need just a little bit more. So I'm just going to, yeah, just a little bit more bronzer. Oh, that's why it looks weird. I didn't bronze my nose or my lip. So let me do that. I use a smaller brush. You do not have to do this. I go in my bronzer pan and I kind of pounce it on either side of my nose. Can you see that? Hold up. Can we just talk about this for a minute? Can you see the difference? So, yeah. So I just pounce lightly on either side of my nose. And it just brings, oh, girl. And I'll put some on the bottom of my nose and my lip. If you have big lips, I wouldn't recommend doing that part. But if you don't, and you want to have that kind of poutier look, add just a little bit of bronzer. right here. And it'll just give you more of a pout to your face. So, look at that. See how that did that? It just added. Sometimes I even get shocked when I put makeup on. I'm like, oh, that looks good. Okay, that's what was missing. I was like, why does my face look so flat? It's because I didn't add any definition back to the nose. All right, so now I'm gonna add some highlighter, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I like to have a little highlighter. Pixie by Petra. I don't know if that's how you say this. This is at Target. They just make some really good highlighters. So you have to be careful because highlighters have different tones to them. You can clearly see that these are 2 different tones. Now, for darker skin, I would steer clear of the lighter tone. If you have, I'll do a swatch for you guys. It's just, holy moly, it's just this super soft, like, blendable. Look at that. I mean, come on. It's so good. And this one, oh my God. So look at this. Can you see the difference in the 2? But see how that one matches my skin tone because it's got more gold in it? If I put this on my face, I could make it work, but it's gonna look like I've got highlighter on my face. You don't wanna do that. You really just wanna like look sun-kissed, and that's gonna be this one here. So if you have darker skin, go for a darker highlight. If you have lighter skin, you can definitely pull off a lighter highlight. Okay, you can use 2 different types of brushes to add highlight, or you can also use your finger. Fan brush, like that, or a fluffy, fluffy, fluffy brush like that. I'm gonna do the fan to kind of show you guys that one. So I'm just gonna pick up some of this in there, and then I'm just going to highlight right here on the cheek. Oh, snap. Y'all see that? Oh, it's just like this, like, sometimes I'll bring it right down on my cheek. Oh, it's so good. Can you guys see that? It's just this beautiful, soft highlight. I'm gonna show you on the other side what the other brush will look like. So again, I'm gonna go in with this, pick some up, and I'm going to just, yeah, it's just so good. It's just so good. So then I usually just with my finger go in and pick some up on my finger, and I put it right between my eyes because it adds just a little bit of focus there, on the tip of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and then on my chin. Another little area I'll add it is right on the outermost portion of my brow bone because it'll lift up that eye look. And it adds just that little like, ooh. So then I'll just blend that in. Right on down. Okay, so now we're ready to add some lip. I just took my whatever leftover foundation was on my lips off with a makeup sponge. I'm going with a really kind of soft look today. Like a makeup no look, but a makeup look, you know? Like, am I wearing makeup? Yeah, I'm wearing makeup, but is it soft? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try this one. A couple of drugstore lines that I really love is the L'Oreal Paris. I really don't even know what this is called because there's no writing on it, but it's new. It looks like this. This is a fantastic lip stain. There's no gloss to this really, maybe a little, but it's really good. Then the Revlon, this Ultra HD Vinyl, this is a really great product. Let's see what happens if I put this on. Yeah, I just love it. It's a really wet texture. It's workable. It doesn't set really fast, so you have time to work with it. But it's definitely matte. So there's that. And then one of my favorite products, I love the Fenty Beauty Lip Shine. That one I keep in my purse at all times. This Milani lip plumper. I don't know. Oh, Prismatic Peach. Oh, that's a name. That is a name. Anyways, it's really pretty. I love this too. I keep this in my purse as well. Here we go. All right, final step, we're gonna set the face. Basically, this is a NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. I'm gonna give myself a good spritz all over. Close my eyes, try not to crease. Use my hands. And when it's about 90% set, I'm gonna use my makeup sponge and press all of that in. And there we go. Ooh, ooh. I'm dropping all of my things. All of my things are getting dropped today. All right, guys. So this was my super easy makeup tutorial to kind of help you guys understand some of the basic parts of putting on your makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more makeup videos, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be happy to provide that content for you. My name is Sydney, and this is the Pleasant Street Farmhouse. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.